Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampItCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me today. We have another fun fold card that we're going to use or make using the same piece of designer paper we used on Thursday. And I had cut these for a paper pumpkin bonus project for my my subscribers, and then I realized it did not go with my color scheme that I had to use. So so we're going to do some different, make a couple different cards with it. So this is our second one. On the first card, I had folded it this way. So the card was designed to use this with the floral pattern kind of going the correct way. Now this time, I'm going to flip it backwards and fold it in so our floral's on the inside. Now it's going to be upside down. Most of that's going to be covered. I'm not too worried about it. The floral, even though the flowers are kind of centered going one way, it could go either way. So not a big deal. We're going to make this into a gift card holder. So this piece on the inside is going to make the perfect pocket. So I'm just going to cut a half circle out of here. And I'm just using a 1 3/4 inch circle punch, which I believe we still have. It would be an online exclusive. And then we're going to glue our pocket together. And I will put measurements for scoring and all the other measurements on my blog. So there'll be a link to that. And then for the background, I'm going with Crushed Curry because we got a little yellow in the background here. And I think yellow and black look really nice together. All right, and then I'm going to show you the fun stamp set we're going to use. So I bought this stamp set quite a while ago, and I'd always planned to use it. I have not had a chance to use it, and it's retiring. So I said I gotta bring it out because if I buy it, I'm gonna use it. So this is the stamp set. It's called Rest, Relax, Enjoy, and I think this would have been so great for a little 3D project with putting lotions or something like that in a little holder and using this for a gift. So I thought today, since I need to use these up, to use it as a gift card holder to a spa. Wouldn't that be great? A spa, or you could do it to Sephora or Ulta or wherever, you know, somebody buys makeup or their body care essentials. So that's what we're going to do. So I have got a scrap of Crushed Curry that matches our base. And I'm going to stamp the big bottle in Memento. And then I have the bigger little pump. I'm going to stamp that right there. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp the Rest, Relax, and Enjoy on a 3/4 inch piece of white. And just stamp it right in the middle. Okay, and last but not least, let's go ahead and stamp our insides. And I've got two pieces of 3.5 by 3.5. So this one's going on the inside. We can go ahead and adhere that down. I'm just trying to center that. Make sure it doesn't show when it's closed. All right, we do not have dies that go with this. So I'm going to do my best since it's on a colored cardstock. I really don't want too much yellow showing, so I'm going to try to cut right on the lines. It's not a hard thing to cut. So I don't mind too much that we don't have dies, although the spout's going to be a little more involved. But this one's not too bad. Okay. Okay, where did I put my spout? I'm going to color this spout first, so I stamped it with Memento. I am using just like a dark smoky slate because I still want to be able to see the lines. So I felt like if I used one of the blacks, I wouldn't be able to see all the extra little lines and stuff in there. So I went with just the dark smoky slate. Okay, I'm gonna try to cut it pretty close to the edge since I cut the bottle close to the edge. I don't want too much white showing. So if a little bit of white shows, it's okay. We're gonna put some white down, but we're gonna kind of do a little fun technique on that. Okay. How many of you like to cut? I know some of you really enjoy cutting, and sometimes I do too. I would rather cut than color. if that tells you anything. I don't mind cutting. I will color if I have to. And usually I have to cut with my glasses off too, because I don't, man, I hate getting old, you know? I hate getting old. My eyes are not one way, they're both ways now. They're nearsighted and farsighted, which is super annoying. Well, they're not farsighted, they're just, I don't know what the heck they are. Okay, so let's glue, putting just a teeny bit of glue right here, just to attach that to the top of our bottle. Now, one other piece I forgot, I have a little strip of this. It's just 3/4 of an inch by 2. And I want to just, you know, sometimes a bottle will have a decorative touch, but I want it to look like it belongs there. So I am going to stamp, hopefully straight, my bottle on there. So when I trim the edges off, it looks like it's still got the same lines on it as the bottle. So it'll look like it's all part it was supposed to be there instead of an afterthought. And we just line it up with our bottle. And it looks like a little decorative label that's on there. Okay. I'm going to trim this just at an angle. All right, here's the piece we're going to do on the front, but I want to give it a little bit of texture. So I'm going to take my dark basic black blend, and this one, the tip is a little bit rough, so I'm not worried about it. And I'm going to tap, and if you can tell, it's doing a little bit of a speckled black background, just to add a little bit of texture there. That's a good use for your blends if they start to get a soft tip and they're not really good for coloring. You can use them for this, for tapping. Okay, let's get this centered. And I'm going to grab a couple dimensionals. I'm going to put one up right on top of my pump lid so that it will hold it in place. And then 3 on the body of the bottle. And I'm going to put it just like this. And we'll grab a couple dimensionals for our sentiment, just in the middle. It's going to overlap a bit and come off a bit, so I want to make sure that my dimensionals aren't going to be behind that edge. And then I couldn't use these on the last project because they were hidden, but now we have them on white so we can use them, see them better. I'm going to do an extra small one down here. And that's it. Isn't that cute? Who wouldn't want to get a little spa gift card? Now you could also do rest, relax, enjoy, and then just put happy birthday if you want to do it for a birthday. But I think that I love this set. I will probably keep this. I don't think I'm going to put this in my sales stack because I do have plans for it. They just ran out of time. Sometimes there's too many things to do. So anyway, just a quick reminder, when you spend at least $50 in merchandise with me, I'll send you a kit of that month's card class. And we have things on sale. All of our retiring products are on the last chance list, so a lot of them are marked down. It's a good time to stock up on those ones that you don't want to let go, and then also on cardstock. I would recommend stocking up on some cardstock. So thanks everybody for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.